two separate points. I just killed somebody.
Off we go in week 11 on EA Sports.
If Kai would have won in there and said, yo, Steve, you do your thing, I do my thing, I already been all 7.
And he'll get it up to about the 26
line, just across the 25. I said either we together or separate. That's exactly what I just said.
Well, you could give an option, dog. Look, you say you got your day, I got my day.
I see a people. How many was there?
Didn't Ben just tell me to say that?
Listen, you always gung-ho in the chat, calling everybody this and that, but then you get down to the nitty-gritty. You acting all flat.
Yo, you pulling your card, Kyle. What's going on, man?
They're real professional. Ain't no need to go professional.
Yeah, I got enough for both of y'all. Put that redeploy station.
Well, I never do that.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right.
You can be professional about this. You gotta be. This is your fight.
I know they right there. They right there.
I think they're going fast.
After the catch gets him 15
first down.
Leave his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high.
Ben, Spivey, I had you up early because I thought that Spivey had...
Spivey got mad at me earlier because I told him, he was like, yo, can I get Rams? I said, wait to the computer pick.
There's Ronald Jones.
I mean, to the new user pick. He's like, yo, you pick the new user over me? I was like, yeah, I'm not getting this down. He's like,
yo, what is wrong with that dude?
Good for 19 on the first down. No slow start here. Couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
You shouldn't be able to switch the team anyway after giving me those plays.
Here's Jones.
Right.
Listen, I was going to take the Eagles, even though my team is much better than his. But then he started talking about, I want to keep DJ Moore and I want to do this. He wanted to bring players. I said, nah, I ain't into all that.
He said, nah, my fault. Gywu backed out on me last minute.
Yeah, because you want to bring players. I'm not into all that. I did want to bring my quarterback, but then I thought, I'm like, I'm not into all that, man. We switching. And I was like, you know what? Nah, forget it.
There's a box right here, Reese.
Check 26, check 26. The give is to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 20.
That's understandable, but
6 yards.
He wants, basically, he wants his cake and want to eat it too.
In the window.
That Panthers team have more X factors than that Eagles team, and that Eagles team is getting old.
Right here.
It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, I'm about to order this food real quick. Okay.
Promenade be lit, dog.
The first carry for Josh Adams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yo, Kai, he is begging you to do his own thing.
Swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move
laterally. Trying to pick his head out, trying to see what's going on.
Kai, he's begging you to do his own thing. Let him do his own thing.
Go ahead. Ben, what did I just say in my message? Go ahead.
You gotta be direct.
Right. Damn.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's got some space here. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand,
I'm still playing, Reese.
You go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
God dang.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Yeah.
This Bills in the other league, is he good or bad?
Tampa Bay touchdown.
His
fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
I started enough trouble in the main chat this morning.
It's in the podcast chat.
That was Ben.
Yo, Reese. Maul said, I'm quite disappointed that we can't merge.
I told you, dog. Ain't no way.
He won't let Sleazy. I don't understand why both people can't just do their own thing.
Let him do it.
You telling us one thing and you trying to be all Mother May eyes with him.
Look how
he trying to be diplomatic. Leave Kai alone. He trying to be diplomatic.
You don't go ahead.
I don't understand why both people just can't do their own thing. I'm not in it for the views. I only got 27 subs. I don't understand your train of thought.
And what I tell, and
that's what he said?
Yeah, because Kai said he didn't want to merge. He's like, I don't understand why we can't just do our own thing. He don't want to be a. He don't want to do it with you, Kai. He want Kai to do it with him and Kai to do his own thing. Kai won't tell him no. So
I just said you can do yours tonight. I'm not joining his. That's clear as day.
Then say that. Say, look, please, you have your day. I have my day. Period.
And we just you know what?
And then if you respond, leave him on red. And if once he see that, he's like, all right, it's real.
They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he gets this one.
I'm not telling him he can't join y'all. That's up to y'all. He is invited if y'all want to. I don't care.
Being called here early in the game, especially
we invite everybody. Everybody is welcome.
You on Sunday? They are so amped
I'm on Sunday.
To the quarterback. If you can use that against them, the screen pass is a great way of doing it.
Kai, you what? You got another new job?
Teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from the 39 now,
they'll come up on a first and 10. The governor said if you want to exercise, you put out exercise.
Ito Smith, his first carry.
Man, ain't nobody looking at that shit over there, man. I think about 20 people jogging.
You got a curfew in Baltimore.
No, it's not a curfew. It started at 8 o'clock last night. This is for good. They might as well keep this going because the crime rate is diminishing.
Now, you see how we went and we started talking about, I brought up about Baltimore. That would have ended up being like a topic on the show. And he doesn't like stuff like that. He's one, if we write out a script.
I thought the first podcast with the league was mixed. Both of them mixed together.
Second and 13.
But we had talked for 15 minutes for the podcast.
Inside the 30.
You ain't talking enough because he was doing all the talking.
But he just wanted to do. But I'm saying we told him how
as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
He wanted to do like the awards and stuff. I told him to go ahead and do it.
Touchdown pass.
But then it went to regular football.
NFL, and he wanted
when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact
he said, I'll do mine on
the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Yo, Ben, come back home. I'll be right back.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be... Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Easy.
Tighten up. Check 13. Attack.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more.
Golfer can check one up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. Check safety, check. Hey, stand up.
A 1st down carry for Smith. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
These two teams all tied after one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yo. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shoot.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Charlie. Double dog. That's the way. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go. Mike's 49. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Nick Williams. And James has it. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 38-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Got it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. McWilliams. James has got it. Complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yellow, 180. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Easy. 58's the mic. Go 58's the Delta. Day. I'm here all day. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch out. SOS.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Under 10, 10.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes. Man open, it's Goodwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Mahomes going to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
I got you. Check 31. Watch the eye. Check 99. Whip. Watch the whip.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, let's go. Yes. Hey, seam 6. Yeah. 5.
2nd and 4. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time, and it's 3rd and 4. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
45. Hey, 15. Squeeze down below. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Go. Danny. Slam. Check. Hey, Taylor. Check. Sponge. No. Yellow. Shoot.
Snap coming in 1, and it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Yellow.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
54. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Pick the edge. Go. 6 guys. Check. Hey, 57. Bang. Shit. Yellow. Slam. He's moving.
Mahomes now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball. And
he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Yellow. 45 to Mike.
Mahomes to throw once more. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Hey, 57. Check 9.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Jones. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Ronald Jones. Incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
On first down, Smith. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Go.
They'll run it again with Smith. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Operating from the gun, McWilliams, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this one is right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Chopper! Check. Lucky. Check. Hey, yo, go. Watch
A give to Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, 75 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey.
Looking to throw. McWilliams. Over the middle, complete. That's James. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Nick Williams. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Switch. Watch twist.
22 jet bombers. Yep.
It comes to me, it's me. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm going to run you.
Hey, Sam off. Mike.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Check 52.
Now a give, right side. Richardson. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis. A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
45's the mic. Silver. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Attack.
Check. 45.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed. This game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Check 24. Watch twist.
Hey, Sunday. 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Jerome Baker in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The outlaw. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check. X3. 218. Chop. Kick. Hey, turn it up.
Snap. Throwing on 3rd and long. Nick Williams. And he's going to go down again. Jerome Baker has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. He completes it to Evans. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hey, watch it. Hey, Ripley. Safe.
Now Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Back. Check. Crunch. No. Off. Hey, Ripley. Switch.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On second down, it's Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, 64 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their run.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
That's what I do. Check 26, check 26.
Second and 5. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. This one caught by Ridley. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Tight dog, Tyler, 64, weak. Hard, hustle, get it.
Now Ito Smith. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They go back to the ground with Smith. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
At the 19-yard line.
Yellow. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
49, check 49. Switch it.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He's got a first down past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
First and 10 at the 40.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Tighten up. Check 13.
On first down, this is Adams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run it with Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the delay, Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
You don't want none. 25, check 25, check 25. Check safety. He's coming. Double up. 57.
They'll run on first down. It's Adams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Buccaneers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.